Hey guys, it's Bucky here. Today I'll be showing you how to make the most simplest, well, I don't know if it's the most simplest, but it's super simple tuna salad that I make for sandwiches. You'll need a nice decent sized pot and a lid to boil your eggs. A bowl to mix it in because there's gonna be a lot of it. A container to put it in. I was able to fit all what I make into this container. Can opener to open the cans. A knife to cut the eggs. Cutting board to cut them on, or you can use whatever. I use a cutting board. We need some real mayo. That's what I use. You can use Miracle Whip. You can use there's other things you can use. What I use. Then these are my cans of tuna. Chunked light tuna. I grabbed this because it's cheap. It's like $2.70 for four cans that are about 4.5 ounces each. So, and I grabbed the great value ones from Walmart because they're the cheapest for the best value. And then just eggs. You don't need a dozen. I only boil 9 eggs to go with my 8 cans, and then about I use about 5 or 6 normal scoops with a spoon of the mayo, and you mix it all together. After, of course, you have eggs all boiled and stuff. So yeah, let's get started. So now you come to your first step, which is boiling the eggs. I have already put 9 eggs. I put 10 eggs in here just to make it more even. Then you fill it with cold water an inch above the eggs so that they're completely submerged. And then you turn it on high heat to get it boiling. Once it is boiling, you turn the heat off and pull it off of the burner, and you cover it with the cover for 15 minutes. And then once the timer is done, then you gotta drain the eggs, and then you peel the eggs. I will show you how to do that when I get to that. Okay, now that you have your eggs boiled, they're gonna be really hot, so I suggest you could do well, one of 3 things. You just let them sit for a little bit. You could run them under cold water, which that I'm probably gonna do, or you can put them in the fridge for a little bit. Okay, now that you have your eggs cooled down enough to where you can hold on to them, they're not gonna burn you or be hot. I'm gonna show you how I peel these, and you're gonna want to have like a trash can next to you or a bowl or something to put the shells in as you're peeling. Most of the time you can get it to where you peel that off in huge chunks. Sometimes it's gonna be small. What I do is I put it on the cutting board or a surface, a flat surface, something hard, and I roll back and forth until you hear it crack. You see it's got a nice crack. See, it kind of opened there in the egg, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to be cutting the eggs up into small pieces anyway, so it doesn't matter if it breaks. And then you just slowly over the trash can as it falls to the floor. Put it in the trash. And you slowly peel it all off until you get it all off.
And I actually would never have thought that way of peeling a boiled egg.
My dad has some weird way where you put it in a jar and you put like salt or something in it, and you fill it halfway with water, and then you shake it up, and apparently the shells are supposed to come off and it's not supposed to destroy the eggs. He tried it once at least that once that I've been there, and it kind of destroyed half of the egg on the first one he tried. There's a ton of different ways you can do it. This is the most kind of time-consuming part. Okay, now that you have all your eggs deshelled, you can start cutting them up. Basically just cut them up into small pieces. Now that you have your eggs finely chopped up into small pieces, you take your bowl and you put it all into said bowl as best you can. Okay, now what you do is you open with your can opener, you open up all these cans and keep the lid on and drain the water and then squeeze as you get as much water out as possible, because you don't want your tuna salad to be sitting in water, otherwise it's not good and it tastes bad. Okay, now that you have all your cans open, I'm going to take all your tuna and we're going to put it in with the eggs. Slap it all in there, we'll get it mixed around in a sec. Try to get as much tuna as possible out of the can or whatever you are using for your tuna. Might not look like a lot now, but when I'm done, it's going to look like a lot more. Okay, so now we have all our tuna added in, and now we are going to add in our mayo. Make sure the spoon's cleaned off as best as you can. You don't have to wash it. And then just take like a scoop like that and get like 5 or 6 good scoops of that. You want enough in there so it gets everywhere. Sometimes you might need to add more after you've already started mixing, but you know. And then you just mix it all up. Take under those eggs. Make sure everything gets all mixed in there.
So Austin just put in about 3 more scoops
Sure.
of mayo, and it's starting to look really good.
Okay, so this is our final product. It should look something like this, depending on what kind of tuna or kind of dressing you put in there or whatever. But yeah, now we just gotta stick it into a container. Save it for later. Unless you're eating it now, then. The way I prepare this is I would either put it on straight on bread with it either buttered, or you could put mayo on it or something else on the butter. Or you can toast your bread if you want. So yeah, that is how you make tuna salad and / sandwiches. I hope you enjoy. Links for Twitter and Facebook and such in the description. Share us with your friends, like us, subscribe. And one other note is tomorrow that Super Mario Maker comes out. I will be streaming that on
Twitch.
Tomorrow on Twitch, my channel, starting sometime around 10:15, 10:20, depending on how long it takes me to get back from family video, because we're gonna rent it and not buy it right away. So yeah, look forward to that. That will link in the description to my channel if you wanna come watch it. We're gonna try out some levels, see how bad we can do, me and Beals. So yeah, come enjoy that. I will see you guys later.